WYMT Roundball Preview.
Welcome into the 2015 Roundball Preview Show. Josh McKinney here alongside Jamie McCracken and Lauren Cash. In the next hour, we will unveil our boys and girls Alice Lloyd College Mountaintop 10s.
Yeah, that's right. While previewing each of their seasons, 20 teams to get to.
Let's start with number 10, Josh.
That's right. Well, our number 10 team on the girls' side has had quite a bit of success in recent years, and despite being young this season, it is expecting nothing more than another deep run in the region tournament. Here are the number 10 Shelby Valley Lady Cats. Entering last season, the Shelby Valley Lady Cats were on quite the roll. Back-to-back 15th region championships and 5 straight trips to the region semifinals. So a first-round loss in last year's region tournament was not what they expected.
Well, I think we went into the game thinking we would win, and like we just thought we had it won already, and we went out there and we just wasn't prepared.
Well, I think last year we were kind of used to it, you know what I mean, all the winning and stuff. And I think this year where we lost last year, I think that we want to win. We have that desire to win more because we know what it's like to lose. So I think it'll help us in the long run.
Getting back to that point this season may be difficult with just 1 senior and 1 junior on the roster, but that youth can be deceiving.
We're starting over basically. We've got a bunch of young kids. You know, our lone senior is Lakin. We have 1 junior, Savannah Belcher, so we got a lot of good young kids, sophomores and freshmen, so we're excited to get started.
We have a lot of chemistry. We've played together since some of these girls have played together since 2nd grade, and we're really fast, and it's good.
Shelby Valley has established itself as one of the premier programs in the 15th region, and this team wants to leave its own mark on what has been an impressive 6-year run.
Well, you know, I think we're capable of beating anybody. I really believe that with all my heart. You know, these kids, like I said, they got to practice against those older kids every year, and, you know, they've played basketball all their life. You know, these kids have. We just feel like, you know, towards the end of the season, hopefully we'll be playing our best basketball, and we'll be as good as anybody.
In the first 2 seasons under head coach Jim Hicks, the Shelby Valley Wildcats have made 2 trips to the region tournament. This season, our number 10 team wants to come together and finish on top of the 15th region. The Shelby Valley Wildcats finished 18-13 last season with a first-round exit from the 15th region tournament. This season, they have a few new faces, but the same goal.
We meshed real well. This is like a new team. We got a bunch of new faces. And if we just keep going the way we are, we'll be in real good shape.
Long-term goal would definitely be winning the region, but just like short-term, we'll just win game by game, take it day at a time.
We're more athletic as a whole than last year's team, but last year's team shot the ball really well, and last year's team graduated the school's all-time leading rebounder in Andrew Newsome and the school's all-time 3-point field goal leader in Dalton Richardson. And this team is longer, more athletic. You know, you lose a little, but you gain a little.
Looking ahead to the upcoming season, they're ready to fix previous mistakes.
Working on things we didn't do last year, like I said, Johnson Central game, transition defense, getting past Lawrence County.
The team's mindset just needs to think that there's a shot every year to win region, no matter what team, no matter if Johnson Central's in the way, Lawrence County. All them teams are good. They're respected programs, but we have to remember who we are too as a team.
We're always motivated to get better and stuff. So, I mean, our ultimate goal is to go to Rupp Arena and ultimately win. But I mean, we thought we were gonna. I mean, we knew we would have trouble against Johnson Central my freshman year, and we knew we had a dogfight last year. But I mean, it's an open region this year. I mean, anybody can win it.
All right, back to the girls. The Magoffin County Lady Hornets finished the 2014-15 season 3 games below 500, but start this season in the Mountain Top 10 with a preseason ranking of number 9. A team with everyone back.
Well, this year we know exactly what we are capable of doing, and we know our strengths and our weaknesses, and through any weaknesses we help each other and we just get stronger.
After making the regional tournament for 4 straight seasons, including 1 state tournament run, the Magoffin County Lady Hornets missed out last season.
At the end of the year, we started getting stronger and more molded together, and this year where we didn't lose anybody, I think it's going to be really good.
For instance, 2 of Magoffin's last 3 games last year were against Johnson Central, the eventual 15th region champ. The Lady Hornets lost by 4 the first game and 2 in the first round of district.
We have a lot of high expectations for this year. We're all wanting to go to state because we think not only can we play down there, but we can actually compete and go far.
The team thinks chemistry, work ethic, and communication have all improved.
I think it'll help us a lot because we know how we all play together and we know like each other's skill level, and I think it'll just really, I think we'll have a really good year. We all get along really well.
We're probably in better shape this year than we were last year. We just have to get up and down the floor, and we have to like open our eyes and see who's open, and we have to score.
James Castle's team started with a 1-point win in last year's season opener against Knott Central, but they finished with a losing record for the first time since the 2009-10 season. It all starts over at Estill County December 3rd.
To number 9 on the boys' side, the Pikeville Panthers have had a tough go of it in the postseason recently, falling in the first round of district in each of the last 2 years. But this season, they feel they can break through. For the Pikeville Panthers, the goal this season is simple: get to the regional tournament, something they haven't done since 2013.
Anytime you don't make the regional tournament, I feel like that's a failure for the season. And we kind of set a goal here in the 15th, especially if we feel like if you can get to the regional tournament and put yourself in the semifinals, you have just as good a chance as anybody.
The seniors on this season's team were freshmen on that 2013 team that won the All-A, won the 59th district, and nearly played in the region final.
And these guys were freshmen, when Blaine and Ryder and Zach Thacker and Dalton Mead and these guys were freshmen. We got a little taste of it. We won the All-A region for the first time in 20 years and got to go down to Frankfurt and play in a state tournament and see what that was like. And then we were a bucket or two away from upsetting Johnson Central in the semifinals of the region. And I think these guys got a taste of that, but at the same time, they've not been back to the regional tournament. So
if you get spoiled when you're a freshman, you get a taste of something like that. So it's you have that drive to get back. You don't want to settle. You don't want to have that just 1 year freshman year. You want to, I wanted to do it all 4 years, but that wasn't possible. So hopefully, we started with the bang, we'll go out with one.
And despite the recent struggles, they feel this can be the team that gets back to the big stage.
We're a deep team this year. I think we'll have 10 players that can play with just about anybody, and I think that we're going to wear teams out.
Hoping a faster style of play allows them to run all the way to Rupp Arena.
I think we have to win the All-A regional championship and then district championship and the regional championship. That's the only way I'll be satisfied.
So both Shelby Valleys, Magoffin County, and Pikeville at numbers 10 and 9.
Of course, next, that means we look at 8 and 7. One girls team coming off its first ever 13th region title and trip to the state tournament.
The Powell County Lady Pirates are our number 8 team. A disappointing end to the last season, but with nearly everyone back, the Lady Pirates are ready to make some noise in the 14th region. The Powell County Lady Pirates struggled through the end of the 2014-15 season, losing 5 of their last 6 games.
Last weeks of our season, we kind of slowed down in our practices. We got lazy, we got tired, and this year we need to keep that intensity all throughout the season.
I think that we need to work a lot harder in our practices, and I think that our intensity needs to be a lot higher too. I think that once we take away like the experience that we got from last year, I think that it'll help us win regions this year.
Last season for the Lady Pirates was a year of growth, and this upcoming season they hope to see a payoff.
We need to focus more on practice, push each other, and work with the little ones more so they'll get experience too.
We will definitely push them harder and try to get them to have more heart in it, because if you don't have the heart, you're not going to play well at all.
With a strong group of senior leaders, Powell County is ready to compete in the 14th region.
Everybody's excited. We are all excited and ready to go. We're ready to play and be a team and get this season on the road. We're ready to be there.
Last year ended pretty bad, and it definitely was a downfall, but I think it just put more drive in us, more determination. I mean, we're seniors, it's our last year. Of course we won it all.
No team in the 14th region may benefit more from graduation than our number 8 team on the boys' side. With Knott Central losing 5 of its top 6 players, Letcher County Central is hoping it is its turn to climb the ranks in the 53rd District and 14th region. The Letcher County Central Cougars got to experience a 14th region tournament atmosphere last season for the first time in 3 years, and it was something they were clearly not ready for.
Well, we thought we were ready for that game, but we really wasn't, and now that we played in that region atmosphere, I feel like we can get back to it this year and be ready for it.
And in order for this year's team to be ready for that kind of stage, the coaching staff worked to beef up the schedule.
Well, I think we've upgraded our schedule. And we're playing the YMTV, of course. That's always a big deal for kids here in Eastern Kentucky. And we're going to some other classics. We're going to Roundball County, and we're going to play some very good teams this year. And we always play, our region's always tough, and we play some out-of-region teams. So I think our schedule is going to get us ready for that, not to mention our experience coming back, only losing one starter. So I feel like that aspect will be okay.
Junior guard Terrell Carter and his 25 points per game average are back, but the team knows it will take more than just one player to get it where it wants to be.
The fact that we're a family, we're all so close. We push each other every single day in practice, and we try to make each other better.
We all stick together, through thick and thin. We're all the same, basically. In every situation, we're all family.
And the players also know the defense has to be better.
We just go hard every day, and we just really need to be the best defensive team in the region.
And maybe the Cougars can end their season under the lights in Lexington at the Sweet 16.
I like it that they want to say they want to go Sweet 16. I think that's a legitimate goal for this bunch. And I think, we're probably somewhere one of the 5 or 6 teams that have aspirations of going. And I feel like they have a right to say that.
Michaela Epps and Ivy Brown, the 2 Kentucky Miss basketballs before Macy Morris. Epps and Brown leave via graduation, and their teams do not make the state tournament the following year. Bell County will try to snap that streak by making a run without Macy. The Lady Cats start the season ranked 7th in the Mountain Top 10. The Bell County Lady Cats come off a historic year, the program's first ever state tournament, plus Kentucky Miss Basketball with Macy Morris. But don't think the success is over. Several seniors return.
We've got a chance to have a very good season this year, but it's no big secret. We've probably lost as much in 2 kids as we've lost as anybody around lost.
Macy is now at Kentucky, and the team will also miss point guard Jess Sanders.
Oh, Jess, oh gosh, crazy passes, man. They're ridiculous. You don't even see them and then boom, they're there. So you gotta keep your eyes out, especially point guards. You have to keep your eyes open and see what's kind of not there, but it's about to happen. So learned a lot from Jess, just being a leader and motivating people.
Katrina Johnson will take over at the point guard position, but the biggest question is who will take Macy's place when it comes to scoring. She averaged over 25 points per game last year.
Macy was honestly my coach. She helped me with everything from my shot to my attitude to anything. She was always my second coach, almost more than Coach Teague. And with Jess was always just there to help me, keep me under control and to keep me motivated. So it's going to be really different without both of them out there on the floor this year.
Macy and Jess were a big part of our team, but now we realize that we have to have more people stepping up as far as scoring goes and as far as leadership goes. We've played together a really long time, so I think we'll be perfectly fine. A lot of people don't think we will, but I think it'll be all right.
One option for scoring is Zoe Taylor. She doesn't think people should count this team out.
I think all those accusations are definitely false. We're perfectly fine. We still have to be more focused on offense and ever more disciplined on defense, but we're fine. If, we have to work more as a team this year than just having a 1 or 2 man game. I don't mean any offense to that, but I'm just saying, we have to be more as a team and work more as a team. Our passing and offense and stuff, our movements, our cuts have to be more focused for us to get anywhere and break down the defense or we won't get anywhere with anything.
7th season for Coach Teague. First season, he'll get to defend a region title.
Youth and inexperience is a storyline early for our number 7 team, the Harlan County Black Bears. But with a heartbreaking loss in the first round of the region tournament last season, this team is hungry. The Harlan County Black Bears are another year older as they head into the upcoming season, but don't tell them they're a young team.
I think it gives us more of like a drive to play better and play harder and show everybody that we're just as good as everybody else.
The Black Bears lost in the opening round of the 13th region in overtime by a last-second shot, something that drives them into this year.
It was devastating, obviously, but I mean, I hated it for the seniors and for the whole team, but you know, I look forward to being there this year as a starter and looking forward to maybe getting us further.
It was disappointing losing first round. We should have won the game, and it just makes me, more hungry to come back and get this one this year.
Second-year head coach Michael Jones says last year was a season to grow. This year they've got a tough schedule.
Our group is inexperienced. We've lost 4 kids last year that started at one point at time at Harlan County High School. So this schedule will challenge them. It'll challenge all of us, but it'll prepare us for the tournament run in March.
Preparing the Black Bears to battle it out in the highly competitive 13th region, and the players are ready for it.
Everybody picks South Laurel and Clay as the favorites, but we feel like that on any given night we can beat any team in the region.
A young team with a lot of confidence.
All right, up next on the Roundball Preview Show, our 5th and 6th boys teams feature 2 from the 14th region.
Yeah, and the girls' 13th region is as competitive as ever. Our number 5 girls team is making its first appearance in our preseason poll.
Welcome back into the Roundball Preview Show. Our number 6 girls team has one of the better underclassmen in the state, but the Harlan County Lady Black Bears will look to lean on more than just their star sophomore this season. Last season, the Harlan County Lady Black Bears struggled with finishing games, but that was due in large part to a young, inexperienced team adjusting to a new coach.
It has been a focus, and it's really just we started a lot of freshmen last year, an 8th grader. That team only had 1 returning starter when my first year there, so we knew it was going to be a lot of inexperience. So I think that this team has grown. They're very talented.
This season, the team will still be young with a sophomore-dominated roster, but the experience is already much greater.
In practice, when we're in practice, it's like game situation. Everything, we're going hard. We're diving after balls. It's pretty intense. I feel like I'm in a real game with them.
And add to that an up-tempo style of play.
We're really deep, and we can shoot really well. We can run the floor really good, even our post players. We're really fast.
We can play as a team and play together. We'll be pretty good. We're really fast-paced. I think we'll be all right.
These Lady Black Bears are ready for a deep postseason run.
We want to make it to district and win it, and we want to try to make it to state, and I think we can.
I just think it'd be a lot of continuity with the team players that have played together now. We've got a really close team. They're young. We have no seniors on this team still, and I think they'll just see a lot of energy, playing hard, and they want to win. They're hungry to win a district championship.
We don't want anyone to take this away from us this year. We're getting sick of everyone talking about Harlan City and Bell County. We want to be it. This is our year, and we don't care how young we are. We want to surprise people, and we want to make a statement with our team this year.
Harlan County has finished runner-up in the 13th region 3 times, and it hopes this year it finishes as champion.
John Noble enters his 14th season at Buckhorn this year. The Wildcats start the year at number 6 in the Mountain Top 10. One mullet is back, the other is gone, but Buckhorn plans to stay just as good.
I feel like I'm important in the defensive role to get the defense started so we can get our offense started. I can create offensive opportunities in fast break to get our leading scorers or our shooters to go.
Blank will try to replace Peyton Cooper at point guard. John Noble's Wildcats returned 4 out of their top 7 players from last year.
I think we're going to shoot the ball very well for us. These guys, they're experienced leaders, and of course Shannon Blank, being the 4th out of that group, played a lot of big minutes for us last year. Doesn't have quite the experience the other 3 does, but he still has quite a bit of big game experience. It's going to come down to our young guys, our inexperienced guys. We're going to be depending. I think we're going to be pretty deep. I think we're going to go 9-10 deep. We're going to be depending on a lot of inexperienced guys. Now, if we can get what those guys are capable of, I think we're going to have a pretty special year.
Buckhorn has been the victim, like everybody else in the 14th region, not named Not Central, for the last 4 seasons. Now it's wide open. with most of those guys gone.
You know, make it to play at Rupp. I mean, it's been a long time since Buckhorns have been to Rupp, so I think that'd be pretty, you know, amazing to do again.
1989 is the last time Buckhorn went to the Sweet 16. If the Cats make it this year, they'll likely do it by playing grinded out games like so many games were in 2014-15.
Like when we're real small, we're going to have to outrun people because we ain't going to be able to out-jump them or out-muscle them or anything like that.
The strength we got is like all of us were like small and everything, but some of the seniors are strong and everything, and Moob and Daniel Hurley are the two biggest guys we got. Moob 6'5" and Daniel Hurley 6'4".
They also have Connor Hoskins, who is a potential 14th Region Player of the Year candidate.
I think once we get everybody grooving together, gelled together in a tight-knit group like that team was last year, just getting everybody on the road, and we're winning games, get moving, and executing, playing hard, really just becoming that tight-knit group.
The Wildcats open their season up at Owsley County December 1st.
All right, to the girls' side, checking in at number 5, this 13th Region girls team reached the region semifinals where they fell to the eventual state champs Bell County. The North Laurel Lady Jaguars lost just one senior off that team and are ready to take it one step further. After a slow start to the season for North Laurel, winning just 6 of their first 12 games, the Lady Jags hit their stride in January, winning 13 of their last 18 to finish off the season 19-11.
Take a lot of positives. I mean, we came out with 19 wins. We wanted more, but we really came together near the end, and we hope to continue that forward and become even closer.
Before last season's region semifinal game, North lost 2 straight years in the first round of the 13th region tournament. After last season advancing to the next round, it only builds their confidence heading into this year.
Winning that first game in region gave us a lot of energy. We were really excited going into the Bell County game. We had a lot of confidence. We just kind of had another mental error. We played good the first half. We should be able to build a lot off of that, knowing how far we can get.
Those mental errors come with having a young team. With just one senior on last year's roster, this current team experienced the highs and the lows of a full season and expect to adjust.
Where we lost my sister last year, that's obviously going to be a big difference. She had a lot of leadership and skill and rebounding that we're going to lose, but I hope that me and Gracie together can hopefully just be as good as the defense as she was.
With North Laurel ranked as one of the top teams in the 13th region, the girls have high goals they want to reach.
Well, we need to hang a district championship banner and a region championship and go really far in state.
We got to win. And I could say district, I can say region. Those are things that our school hasn't won in a long time. 1994 was the last district championship. That was the first year that the school was open. I think we have one of, if not the most talented team in the region, and we've got to come together and focus in on winning.
Coming together to take the next step to the state tournament.
No question the Perry Central Commodores will look different this year. Since the 7th grade, Braxton Beverly was always there. And speaking of that 7th grade year, that's the last time the Doors went to the Sweet 16. Perry comes into the Mountain Top 10 at number 5 and will look to get back to Rupp, but without Braxton. Shannon Hoskins will look to fill a 23-point, 7-assist hole. Braxton Beverly decided to go to Hargrave, a prep school, for his senior season.
I don't think you can treat it any differently than a kid that graduates. You just move on to the next group of kids. I mean, obviously losing a kid the caliber of Braxton is going to hurt any program, but we got a lot of good guys that have stepped up and really showed what they're made of lately.
It was a tough loss to lose, your best player and one of the leading scorers in the state and the point guard. But we're working hard this year, and I think we'll be all right. And I think we still are the best team in the region.
A 12-week weight program is one way the Commodores have prepared for life without Braxton. Not just because they lost such a gifted talent, but also because in the 11 games they lost last season, they gave up too many points in the paint.
We've gotten stronger. We spent 12 weeks in the weight room just focusing on getting stronger. I thought last year our size hurt us defensively because when people got in the interior on us, they were able to finish because we didn't have the size to change shots or get them to have to kick and make long threes. So this year we worked on our strength to not let them get in the lane. I think it's going to help us.
8 months ago, Perry walked off as the region runner-up, watching Knott Central celebrate its four-peat. And while there were tears shed, it's only motivation coming into this season.
I let it soak in. So like, think about that moment and just be like, I don't want that, because it sucks to get there and then a good team like that and a good team like how we was, and then it just go like that.
Perry Central looking to have its moment in a wide open 14th region. All right, you now know numbers 10 through 5.
Yes, next we'll crack the top 4. Lots of hype surrounding our 3rd and 4th boys teams and their respective regions.
Welcome back. The number 4 girls team at our preseason Mountain Top 10 is the Harlan Lady Green Dragons. In 2014, they lost to Corbin in the region final. In 2015, they lost to Bell County in the region final. This time, they want to make it past the region final and go to state. There's no secret to the Harlan Lady Green Dragons. With back-to-back appearances in the region championship game, Derek Acal may have his best team in his 6 seasons at Harlan.
Yeah, I mean, people don't really have high expectations for like Harlan and Pennant, like we're a 1A school, but I think where we've been so successful the past few years, like it's surprised people. So it's not going to be like it's a big deal, obviously, but it's not going to be like crazy or anything.
Besides Macy Charles, everyone is back, including the 2 most prolific shooters on the team in Brooklyn Massengill and Jordan Brock.
Well, actually, last year was a motivation because I don't want to feel like that come region. I want to be there, but I want to be on the other side. I want to be winning it, and that's what is the motivation right now to get me through my senior year because I want to make it the best.
I don't think that we really have that much pressure. I mean, we just go out there and play, and it's just an everyday thing. I mean, we're expected to win all the time, and we just handle that pressure really well.
As you can tell, these girls aren't bothered by the high expectations. The plan is to make yet another run in the All-A State Tournament in Frankfort, the WIMT Mountain Classic in Knott County, and this time a shot to play in the state tournament.
We know what we can do, so failing would be probably the most motivating thing. I just don't want to feel like we ended on a bad note or that we didn't exceed our expectations at the end of it.
Out of the 11 games Harlan lost last season, 8 of those losses, the girls gave up 60 points or more. Defense and rebounding are the emphasis going into the 2015-16 campaign.
Me and McKenzie probably have really big roles on the team just because we're down low on the block and we're going to be expected to get all the rebounds and not block all shots, but be big defensive help for us whenever somebody gets to the inside, and I think our roles are really important this year.
Tiny school trying to do big things on the biggest stage at the end of the year.
For our number 4 boys team, just getting to the region tournament is something they've missed out on for the last 2 seasons. And with all the talent returning and the addition of new talent, the North Laurel Jaguars are poised to not only reach the 13th region tournament, but they're ready to make a run to Rupp Arena. For the North Laurel Jaguars, 2 straight years of disappointing postseason play is enough.
Good part about it is we got another year under our belt, another year of experience. Bad thing is, I'll be honest, last year it was a disappointment. We didn't play like we should have played. We didn't win as many games as we should have played. We're trying to change that this year.
The last time North Laurel made it to the 13th region tournament, most of this current team were either freshmen or 8th graders.
Work harder, more effort put in. We're in better shape than last year. We did a lot of conditioning this year, more than last.
Well, we gained some experience, and that's always good. And then we pretty much got everyone back except for a few players, so we're pretty much the same team again, just stronger, better, more experience.
This Jaguar squad has played together for a few years now, which means the underclassmen are now upperclassmen, something that head coach Brad Sizemore says will only help down the stretch in games.
This is the third year in a row that we've had a lot of the same kids that have been playing. You know, the 2 years ago they were all freshmen, and now they're finally juniors. So it's been tough, but you know, it's made them battle tested, and they're really hungry, and we're going to do everything possible to get in that regional tournament and try to make it run at Rupp.
With the bulk of the team back and a few new faces, expectations are sky high for the blue and green.
We practice hard. We give a lot of energy for Coach. Coach expects a lot out of us, and I mean, we're all older. It's a whole new team this year.
Well, I mean, there's big expectations. You know, 2012 team, they almost made it to states, and you know, I realized that, and you know, I want to get us there as much as possible.
As the Jags begin their journey to first reach the region tournament, and then hopefully to Rupp Arena.
Our number 3 girls team finally broke through last season and won a game in the Sweet 16 for the first time ever. This season, the Johnson Central Lady Eagles are hoping to do more in Bowling Green.
In just a few short years, the Johnson Central Lady Eagles have gone from being the hunters to being the hunted.
It makes us push. It pushes us more. It motivates us really to work harder.
Appearing in back-to-back 15th Region Championship games and entering this season as defending region champ.
I think it gives us a lot of confidence this year. We're prepared for getting everybody's best game, and I think we kind of realize that we are going to be number 1. Lately we've been underdogs in the region, and so now it's finally good to be on top.
Not to mention becoming the only team in program history to win a game in the Sweet 16, beating Letcher County Central last season 62-60.
They've already established themselves from a historical perspective in our school's tradition as the only team to win in a Sweet 16, but I don't think they're satisfied with that. They're practicing like they're not satisfied with that.
But just winning a game at state is not enough for these Lady Eagles. They want to make even more history.
Well, he's just pushing us to work hard because we can't just settle with what we had last year. We got to work harder to get farther this year.
You know, they see those banners up in the gym, and they want to be one of those few teams in our school's history that's been able to appear 3 straight times in a regional final and win back-to-back and that sort of thing.
As they try and fly to new heights with a target on their back this season.
Preseason number 1 in the 15th region, the Lawrence County Bulldogs start off this season at number 3 in our Mountain Top 10. Lots of hype around the Bulldogs, and they say they welcome the pressure. To say Lawrence County is loaded down with talent would be an understatement. The Bulldogs return all 5 starters off last year's region runner-up team, and they're hungry for more.
It's an okay season. You know, I mean, we got a district championship and a region runner-up, but I mean, then again, it wasn't so good because we didn't get to state, and that's been our dream ever since we were little.
Last season, the Bulldogs were the 2nd highest scoring team in the state, and they expect to play just as fast this year.
Obviously, we're fast, you know, 2nd in the state in scoring last year. We like to get up and down. We can put the ball in the basket. Hopefully this year we'll be a good defensive team as well. We're working hard to do that, and I think that's going to be a strong suit as well this year.
We play fast, you know that. We all got a lot of chemistry together. We've been playing together all for 4 years, and I've been playing with my little brother ever since I've ever played basketball. But we're going to play fast. We've played fast the last 4 years, but this year we're going to try to focus on defense a little more.
The Bulldogs come in ranked atop the 15th region.
I like the pressure because we're going to get every team's best shot at us. And from being at 8th grade, we was like ranked 12th in the region, and then now being ranked number 1, I like that pressure.
Past seasons we haven't had a lot of pressure, so we kind of practice more comfortably. But this season, practices haven't been that comfortable. I can tell we've taken it more serious.
For the seniors, another region runner-up isn't good enough. They want to go to Rupp Arena.
It's been great to be a part of it since, I mean, most of us have been playing since we were little kids, and we've gotten better every year, and I mean, hopefully we can make a run at state.
All right, the 2 top spots still need to be filled, Josh.
Yeah, next we do just that.
2 14th region girls teams at the top.
2 13th region boys teams. That's next.
A 7-point loss in the semifinals of the girls 14th region is what our number 2 girls team remembers from last season. This season, the Breathitt County Lady Cats expect to bring a new level of toughness under head coach Wallace Bates to end up on top. Breathitt County finished the 2014-15 season with a 23-8 overall record and reached the semifinals of the 14th region tournament. But for head coach Wallace Bates, that was not enough.
You know, last year you win 23 wins. A lot of people consider that a major success. I still feel like we come up short on our goal. We set the goal to go. You know, we come up a couple points short 2 years in a row. You know, and the thing is, I think we know how to fix that. Work harder.
Now looking ahead to the upcoming season with key players back and their main ball handler back from an injury, the Lady Cats know they have a target on their backs in the 14th region, but they're okay with that.
The 14th region is super tough. I know we go to the 15th region, we go to the 13th region. Nobody is as tough as the 14th region. We knock, we bang. We are just tough girls, and I'm excited to play, but I know it will be a challenge.
Coach Bates said the biggest difference from last season to this season on the court is toughness, and his players agree.
I love this team. They're my best friends. We're all so close, and I think that's what's going to make us really good this year. You know, we all know like the ins and outs of each other.
I would like to go to state. I mean, we came close my junior and my sophomore year. We were just points away, and last year we were points away from going into the finals.
As Breathitt County takes its toughness to the next level.
So we are down to the top 2 teams in the Mountain Top 10 for the boys. The number 2 team, yeah, it's kind of weird. They haven't even made it out of district the last 2 seasons, but they have a ton of experience back and a new player. South Laurel starts the year ranked number 2 in the Mountain Top 10. After 2 straight seasons ending with a first-round exit in the district, the South Laurel Cardinals are hungry.
And we've came to practice knowing what Coach Davis expects and how to get wins and big games. And we haven't went to region for 2 years in a row, and we're just looking to get there.
Frustration and disappointment. The last 2 years have been challenging for head coach Jeff Davis.
Positive, we gained a lot of experience. Thought we matured as the season went along. Negative, didn't accomplish our goals. Didn't finish games and didn't finish the season like we wanted to. Even though we gave ourselves a shot, we still got to finish games.
The Cards return 4 out of 5 starters and add a guy you may have heard of in the 13th region.
Everybody's come together as a family because, as you know, everybody, we got this one transfer, Andrew Griffith. He's coming in. He's already fit in really well. Everybody's coming together as a family and working hard every day in practice.
I definitely want to finish my high school career playing at Rupp Arena. And I want to see everybody on the team get better.
Griffith comes over from Williamsburg, the team that won the 13th last season.
You know, last season ended with a heartbreak, first round of district to Williamsburg. And now that I got a teammate from Williamsburg, it's kind of hard throwing him the ball all the time, but I think it's going to be good this year. I think we've got high expectations for ourselves.
10 of the Cards' first 11 games are on the road, but you can guarantee the Cardinal Crazies will be behind these guys all the way, and they hope that includes a trip to Rupp Arena. Should be fun to watch them. The number 2 spots are filled. Now what everyone is wondering.
Who's number 1?
Who is number 1? We'll announce our number 1 girls team after the break. And boys.
We have now reached our number 1 team in the girls Mountain Top 10, missing out on a region championship with an overtime loss on their home floor. The Knott County Central Lady Patriots are hoping that this season is their time to be playing in the Sweet 16 for the first time in more than a decade.
The Knott County Central Lady Patriots finished last season with a 10-1 record at home. The one loss, a 47-46 loss in overtime to Letcher County Central in the 14th Region Championship.
I think that game motivates us every game we go to because that was our home court. They cut our nets down at our place. Any other team would have been devastated, and like we was. And going into every game this year, we're just going to remember that game.
Well, I know that we're always going to remember that feeling. You know, we went undefeated at home except for that one game, so it's always going to leave a big hard spot on our hearts whenever we're thinking about working towards tournament time and all that stuff. So we have to remember to be able to finish games and just keep that disappointed feeling in mind whenever we're practicing and preparing.
This season, the team expects to go where it has not gone in more than a decade, the Sweet 16, and having all but one player back is sure to help it get there.
Gives us a great advantage because a lot of other teams, lost a lot of important players while we still have mostly everybody. So, and I think that just gives us a great advantage over everybody.
We're all coming back and we're still close and we're always together. Everybody's always at practice. We get to practice together and we're all real close, like really good friends.
Not to mention an unselfish team that prides itself on a balanced scoring attack and a more physical presence on defense.
Look at our scorebook. We played in 30 games. I'm going to say we had 21 different leading scorers. That's what makes us so hard to prepare for because we have so many players that can bring so many different things to the game. If they're not shooting the ball well, they can play defense and rebound. And they accept their roles really well, and hopefully we can build on what we had last year.
Rebounding, we're going to be more stronger, physical play, but clean. We're going to have teamwork, and we're more determined this year than ever.
The Lady Patriots are happy to be #1 to start the season, but they're more concerned about finishing #1 in March.
So now that you have seen all 10 previews, let's quickly run down the preseason Alice Lloyd College Girls Mountain Top 10. Our preseason Girls Mountain Top 10 looks like this. Shelby Valley at 10, Magoffin County, Powell County, Bell County at 9, 8, and 7, Harlan County at 6, North Laurel, Harlan City, Johnson Central, Breathitt County at 5, 4, 3, and 2, and the #1 team to start the year, Knott County Central.
All right, that is the top 10 loaded down with talent. Can't wait for the season to start.
Should be a lot of fun. Up next, finally, the #1 boys team in the mountains, a region runner-up last season, not satisfied for anything less than Rupp Arena.
Finally, the #1 boys team in the mountains to start the season, Clay County. The Tigers fell in the 13th region championship last year.
It matters a lot. It matters to everybody in the county, really, about going to Rupp, because that's what we play for, to win the region, go to play in state.
After back-to-back region championships that brought the total up to 29 region titles for Clay County, the Tigers gave it up to a team that had not won region since 1946 in Williamsburg.
It was a huge disappointment. I felt worse for our seniors last year, but I know that I got 2 more shots at it, so I'm going to try to make the most of it this year. You know, it hurts thinking about it, but you just got to move on from it. It happened, and just looking forward to this year and ready to come back.
It was the worst. It was awful. Just that whole regional tournament, we didn't execute. We played awful the whole tournament, pretty much. It was just a horrible experience.
Head coach Robert Markham enters his 6th season, and he expects the tradition-rich program to be back at Rupp this year.
Obviously, it didn't end the way we wanted it to end. A lot of programs, they're happy for maybe making it to the finals and things like that, but we're not at Clay County.
The Tigers returned 4 starters, including Blake Smith, who averaged 19 points and 4 rebounds per game last year. Plus, they get big shot Trey Farmer back for his last go-around.
It means a lot to me, and it means a lot to my family, and it's just something I've always wanted to do, and I'd like to make it back to Rupp here my last year. That's something I've always looked forward to. Experience is important, so we've got that. Now what we've got to do is everybody, the things that didn't go great the year prior, those things, we hone in on that and fix those things.
In so many instances last year, whether it was the Mountain Classic or the 13th Region Championship, the Tigers were so close to being on top. This season, they start there. We'll see if they can finish the job. All right, check out the completed boys Mountain Top 10, the Alice Lloyd College Mountain Top 10. Clay County, again, the #1 team to start the season. South Laurel comes in at #2. Lawrence County, North Laurel, and Perry Central round out the top 5. And then it goes the Buckhorn Wildcats, Harlan County at 7, Letcher Central at 8, the Pikeville Panthers at #9, and the Shelby Valley Wildcats start the season in the Mountain Top 10 at #10.
To say the least, an unbelievable amount of talent from top to bottom in our boys and girls Mountain Top 10.
There's something we didn't have in the show, but we'll have it on the web, right? The bloopers.
Yes.
We will get
those.
those.
Yes. We'll close out the show next.